Hey guys, post-work Matt coming at you live. Or I guess not, never mind. Point is, we got some cherry barbs. They look great. I didn't get a lot of them because they're more pricey than I thought. And by that, I mean $4. But we're starting out with a group of 6, males only, because I got a nice bright red. And you're not going to see me put them in the tank right away because I have family over. I'm going to hang out with them when I get home. But you will see them in the next scene. Guys, welcome back to the 40-gallon Gourami aquarium. It is really getting there with the cherry barbs. My little red sharks are looking so awesome. Now, I've wanted these cherry barbs, I've wanted barbs for a while, you know? Just something about the cyprinids, like red tail sharks, rainbow sharks, bala sharks. Not just because they're called sharks, but like even comet goldfish. Something's just interesting about that because of the streamlined shark shape. And that's kind of what we got with these cherry barbs. Now, a while back, I got only males. I got 6 males, and I did some research online, and it turns out that the males only really get their red color when you put in females. And females don't have any red, except for on the dorsal fin and the tail fin a little bit. You guys are seeing that footage now. So I got 6 females from the pet store that I work at, and I put them in there, and so we now have 12 cherry barbs in the 40-gallon right now, and they look really good schooling together. They don't stand out too much. Because of the way I designed it, I kind of have everything blending in. The Apistogramma has a lot of brown on it, despite the yellow and the orange, and that kind of helps it blend into the wood. And then you have the yellow and the orange of the female cherry barbs, and that blends into the Apisto. And then you have the red of the male cherry barbs, and that blends into the Pisto as well. So everything kind of is camouflaged, and I love that sometimes. Because everything blends, I think it kind of makes all the fish feel safer, but at the same time, wouldn't it be cool to have like, obviously this, I'm not gonna do this, but wouldn't it be cool to have like an electric blue Acara in there that just pops with color? Or a school of neon rainbow fish that just like pop with blue and red. Part of me wants to do that, but then it's also kind of hard to achieve this blended landscape of fish and plants and stuff like that that I've worked so hard to make. And I don't really want to break that now by adding in like a Pictus catfish or a bunch of rainbow fish. Even though they look cool, it just kind of takes you out of the naturalness of the tank. So the cherry barbs. The cherry barbs look great. I'm gonna do a spotlight on them eventually. You guys have probably already seen the spotlight on the ramshorn snail. If you haven't, go check it out. Very informational. So why did I get cherry barbs? I got cherry barbs because I wanted something that was kind of sharky, and I wanted something that popped with red. Now, shark thing, accomplished. Red thing, not really. Even with the females in there, not a lot of red. I know that they're not adults yet. They're still only like less than an inch, but I just can't see them getting much more red than they are. I think that when you see pictures of them with this deep red, it's because they're under really good lighting, which I can provide, but if I have like purple light on all the time, it's not gonna be great for the plants. And it's not gonna be great for seeing everything else, like the female cherry barbs. Regardless, I still do like them a lot, and I think they're gonna be staying in this tank for a very long time. I might add another school of fish, like emperor tetras or something like that, depending on how much space these cherry barbs take up when they're full grown at like almost 2 inches, but we'll see. As you guys can see in this clip, it kind of seems that the cherry barbs stay to the waterfall side of the aquarium, which means maybe I could add another school of fish on the left side, something that likes the plants more. We'll see, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. Now, some issues that I've been having. The Croaking Gourami and the Apistogramma viejita really don't like each other. They don't go after each other like the Croaking Gourami went after the Pearl Gourami, because I think that was more of a dominance thing. With the Apisto and the Gourami in this case, I think it's more of a... It's hard to explain. It's not as relentless, but they push each other around a lot. And in fact, it's not even really the Apistogramma. Like, the Apistogramma has understood now that the Gourami is kind of a territorial fish, and it's always on guard when it sees it around, just because it's been attacked. It literally was attacked as soon as I put it in for the very first time. But now the Gourami is also attacking the cherry barbs and the shrimp and everything. It's just getting very territorial. I think it's almost at the end of its life. Now, I've heard that people usually keep these things until they're around 2 years old, and then they die off. I think that the reasoning behind that is because they keep them in too small a tank. I was expecting this fish to get to like 1 inch and stop, because I was given it as a sparkling Gourami by Zach. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. And sparkling Gourami will get like 1 inch max. Now, the Croaking Gourami, I would say, is probably like 2 inches, maybe nearing on 3 inches. It's a pretty big fish if you include the fins on the end of it, and the fins are beautiful. But I was kind of in a dilemma between, do I sell the Apisto? Do I sell the Croaking Gourami? What do I do to solve this aggression, if I need to solve this aggression? And so what I think I'm gonna do, just because I said I was gonna do it, and also I think it would solve the aggression, is I'm gonna add 6 more, mostly female, hopefully, Croaking Gourami into this tank. I think the color is gonna be insane when they're all flexing at each other, when the males are trying to get the females' attention. I think we're gonna get some awesome breeding behavior, probably more so than we would get from the Apistos, because the Apistos need very soft, basic water to be able to breed properly. With the Croaking Gourami, I think they're really gonna enjoy that hornwort bush in the left here. And they're gonna use it to weave through, kind of make mini territories and build bubble nests. Now, I don't want the territory disputes to get too crazy. Obviously, when I add more Gourami in there, the Apisto is gonna kind of be put out of the picture, because they're gonna worry about their own species more. I talked about that in another video, which is actually coming up next, with the pea puffers, but you'll see that when it comes out. So I'm just gonna cram this thing with like, there's gonna be 7 Croaking Gourami, hopefully, by the time I'm done. And that way there will be no territory, and it'll be like an aggressive cichlid tank where nobody has territory, despite them all being aggressive, so none of them aggress because there's nothing to kind of claim. And furthermore, that's gonna be solved if the female-male ratio is balanced. So I'm gonna try to keep it to 1 male for every 3 females. So we're probably gonna end up with like 2 males and 5 females if I can. Otherwise, if we need to sell these guys, I don't think we'll have any difficulty with it. They are good for any size tank, they are super cool as a centerpiece fish, and they have very interesting personalities. Anyways, that's gonna conclude the cherry barb update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like it, smash the like button. If you wanna see more, especially on the 10 gallon, which is getting an update this Sunday, please hit subscribe. And on that note, I'll see you guys next Sunday. I'll leave you with an epic cinematic of the cherry barbs and everything else in the 40 gallon. See you later.